So there's something I want to talk about, bro. And it's the fact that there are so many people that are quiet quitting these jobs. So let's start off with this. They're not fucking lazy, dude. There are so many people that just want to go to work, do their job, get a check, and that's it. But the mental bullshit that these people have to go through, the pay does not justify the mental bullshit that a lot of these people have to go through. And I'm just speaking off of experience, bro. The micromanagement, the favoritism, the bullying, okay? Nobody talks about this, and all of this plays into your mental, even on your days off. You can't even enjoy your days off because all of this mental shit that's going on at your job is taking away from the time you should be having with yourself, family, friends, okay? Or focusing on things that you're passionate about. The micromanagement, bro. There are some managers that think that they can just go ahead and push people around and target people based off whatever belief they have on this person. Any little mistake this person makes, this manager feels the need to go ahead and hammer them about it. Okay, in my case, when I was working retail, this is what I had to deal with. Now, I have a pretty decent fashion sense, okay? And I'm also going to leave a set of photos of how I dressed every single day for this job. And this is not a flex. This is just who I am. This is my lifestyle. Okay, I love to dress up. And also, I was the only one that dressed like this at my job. Everybody else was very casual, you know, baggy jeans, like the girls wore baggy jeans, sweaters, sneakers, just regular casual shit. Now for my case, I absolutely love dressing up. Press my clothes in the morning and I was ready to go, bro. This actually also helped when it came down to customer service. People used to come up to me and ask me for advice as far as fashion. None of this got acknowledged. This would happen in front of the manager. Some of the customers would come up to me with compliments. None of this got acknowledged by the manager. However, whenever I made a fucking mistake, oh, they were quick to talk about it. They were quick to get on my case. However, some of the other coworkers that barely did much, they were able to coast. All right. Not once were they ever told that they should be doing their job a certain way or why this or why that from the manager. They were real friendly with the managers as well. Okay. So they got away with so much while an individual like myself would get in trouble for any little reason. And it almost started to feel like fucking bullying, dude, because I would see this manager talk to everybody else and they would be very, very casual with it, very nonchalant, laughing. But yet me, you got to pick it up, bro. You got to pick it up. Got to turn and burn, bro. Got to turn and burn. Got to bring up that loyalty, bro. Got to bring up that loyalty. I was one of the only ones that brought up loyalty percentages, dude. Exponentially. Not once did this get acknowledged, bro. So why am I saying this? It's because, dude, there are so many people that work hard, that give a damn about their job, yet they don't ever get acknowledged for it. They show up with a good attitude. They keep all their emotions at the door. Whatever problems they got going on, they keep it at home. They definitely don't bring it into the store. And yet, a very simple job can become very, very mentally tolling when you have to deal with people like this. And if you're somebody who has charisma, who works hard, and you got to deal with people like this, all this is designed to destroy your spirit and make you feel like you're not worth anything, right? So then you leave work. You have your days off. You start doubting yourself. You don't work on yourself. You start to feel inadequate because of the treatment you're getting at this job. And some people have been doing this for years. They've been working this job for 5, 10, 20 years in an environment where it's designed to make you feel like you're inadequate. This is why people are quitting, bro. Because the pay does not justify any of that disrespect that you got to go through at these jobs, bro. Especially with these managers who be on their power trip shit. You may be working 40 plus hours a week. You're stressed, but you cannot let any of that cloud your judgment and keep you away from what's really important in life, bro, which is your passion. You could be overworked so much to the point where you forget those things that you're good at, that you're passionate about. And it'll sit on the side and collect dust. You'll neglect it for a job that doesn't give a shit about you, bro. You need to understand that your passion is going to be the very thing that's going to set you free. These jobs don't give a shit about people. They don't care about people who have charisma and belief. So this is why a lot of people are walking away, because they feel inadequate. They feel undervalued. They're overworked. And the paycheck doesn't justify it. On top of all this, you working 40 plus hours a week. You can't even afford a decent meal. So not only do you have to deal with the mental stress of this job, you're burnt out, and then you can't even afford a decent meal. You can't even afford to do the things that you want. You have to constantly negotiate about prices. That's not a life. That's not a fulfilling life. You have to sit down with yourself and ask yourself, bro, when is enough enough? I'm not telling you to quit right now, but you need to start reevaluating things, man. I had a comment in one of my other videos, one of my YouTube short videos. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to have to chalk this up as I'm never going to get out of this situation. That's what these jobs do to people, man. They make you believe that you're never going to get out of the situation to the point where you depend on them. You know what they'll call it? If you decide to pursue your passions and if they found out about it, you know what they call that? Conflict of interest. But what kind of shit is that? So you're going to get fired because you want to pursue your passion? Guys, look, I want to show you some results from the community that I'm in. Okay, from regular, everyday people. Check this out. Okay. I'm going to leave a screenshot on the side of the video so you guys can see it, okay? That was a $900 commission that Vera made in a single day. Okay, you got to ask yourself, what would an extra $900 do for you? Especially if you're working a job that pays pennies. Okay, breadcrumbs. These people, they don't have any special skill sets. They're not tech savvy. They're not, influencers. They're not celebrities. Here's another one. I hope you guys can see this. All right, I'm gonna leave it on the side of the video. I think her name is Berenice Gomez. I hope I'm saying her name right. She turned around and made $900 in a single day. In a day. Bro, when I was working retail, I wasn't even making that a month. Granted, I was working part-time, but dude, an extra $900 can go a long way, especially in today's age, bro, with all this inflation. But there are so many people that are misguided, directionless, and their entire identity is this job. And then you got to deal with the BS from these jobs. You know what I mean? Micromanaging, bullying people. It's not a secret on how to make money online. You just got to learn exactly how to go about it. Okay, and there's steps. Now also in the description, I left my guide, 10 steps to freedom. Okay, it's going to show you how you can start your own business with things that you are passionate about. If you can focus on whatever it is that you are passionate about, and you can turn it into a digital business, bro, you can eventually leave this job, okay? These jobs do not want people to have their own identity, okay? They want people to be worker ants. They don't want people to thrive. This is why I designed this guide, to show people that they have something within them that they can pursue and eventually get them out of this situation. So link is in the description. Feel free to check it out, bro. You don't have to work these jobs for 5-10 years and be stressed all the damn time, okay? You can actually do something with your life so that it can get you out of this situation, dude. So if you found this video helpful, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the channel, all right? I got more coming for y'all, all right? And share your stories below. And above all, I'll see you guys in the next video.